Everyone, a giant wave is now sweeping across our industries. It's a tsunami named mandatory climate disclosure. This change is no longer an option but a condition for survival. Let us explore its core right now. Global regulations like California SB 253261, EU CSRD, and ISSB are strongly demanding climate information disclosure as a legal obligation for corporations. These regulations, with their extraterritorial applicability, directly burden domestic companies and are accelerating global standardization. In fact, from 2026 based on the 2025 fiscal year, there is a growing movement to mandate climate-related financial risk report disclosure for companies with over 500 million in revenue, and Scope 1-2 emissions disclosure for those over 1 billion. Korean companies must closely monitor these global trends and our government's policy direction. The core of these regulations is the mandatory Scope 3 disclosure. This means managing all indirect emissions across the entire supply chain, from raw material sourcing to product disposal, extending beyond a company's direct control. In other words, the ESG competency of a partner in your supply chain is now directly linked to your company's competitiveness. Partners with inadequate capabilities could be excluded from this supply chain. A truly structural change has begun. So, how can we accurately and reliably collect and verify this vast amount of Scope 3 data? The answer lies in adopting advanced technologies such as AI modeling, satellite data, and blockchain-based MRV systems, which are rapidly accelerating. These technologies will be highly effective tools for ensuring transparency and minimizing greenwashing risks. Climate disclosure capability isn't just about a company's environmental responsibility. It directly impacts capital raising costs and market access. Transparent climate information increases access to green financial products, making investment attraction much easier. Conversely, non-compliance with regulations inevitably leads to significant financial setbacks, including hefty fines, restricted market access, and damage to corporate reputation. Climate-related investments should now be seen not just as costs, but as strategic investments for the future. They will lead to long-term competitive advantage by avoiding risks, increasing operational efficiency, and enhancing brand value. Proactive responses will be an essential roadmap not just for survival, but for seizing new market opportunities and driving sustainable growth. With the threat of climate change no longer a distant future but a present reality, how is your company responding to this immense transformation? Before it's too late, review your strategy for the future and take action now. Pause. This video was created based on publicly available information and is not intended as investment advice.